Imagine two men. They are brothers, raised in the same house, living in the same American suburb. Both are in their late 50s. Both believe they are doing everything right for their health. They exercise 3 times a week. They avoid smoking. They follow the standard dietary guidelines recommended by every major health organization. But there is a startling, almost haunting difference between them. The first brother, let us call him John, feels energetic. His mind is as sharp as it was in his 20s. His waistline is lean, and his blood pressure remains perfectly stable. When he wakes up, he feels a natural surge of vitality, ready to conquer the day without needing 3 cups of coffee just to function. The second brother, David, is struggling. Despite eating what he thinks is a heart-healthy diet, he is 30 pounds overweight, and most of that weight is stubborn belly fat. He suffers from persistent brain fog that makes him forget where he left his keys. His joints ache every single morning, and his doctor just prescribed him medication for prediabetes and high blood pressure. He feels like his body is breaking down, like he is aging twice as fast as his brother. What is the hidden factor separating these two men? It is not their genetics. They share the same DNA. It is not their exercise routine. They both walk 5 miles a day. The difference is something much more subtle, hidden in plain sight on their kitchen counters and in the invisible ingredients of almost every processed food in America. John cooks with traditional fats like butter and olive oil. David, following the advice he has heard for decades, uses heart-healthy vegetable oils, soybean oil, canola oil, and corn oil. Today, we are going deep, deeper than ever before, into the science of what many leading metabolic experts are now calling the seed oil trap. We are going to explore why these industrial oils, which were originally used as machinery lubricants during the Industrial Revolution, have become the primary driver of the chronic inflammation epidemic, destroying American health. We will look at the terrifying molecular biology of how these fats integrate into your cell membranes and why they stay there for nearly 2 years after you stop eating them. Most importantly, we will provide you with a meticulously researched, science-backed 30-day protocol to detox your cellular membranes and reclaim the metabolic health you thought you had lost forever. This is not just a diet change. This is a biological intervention. To understand how we fell into this trap, we have to travel back over 150 years. Before the mid-19th century, seed oils did not exist in the human diet. If you told a person in the year 1800 that humans would one day eat oil squeezed from a cottonseed or a rapeseed, they would have looked at you with total confusion. Humans have evolved for millions of years eating stable, ancestral fats. We cooked with animal tallow, lard, suet, and butter. In coastal regions, we used fruit oils like olive, coconut, and palm. These fats are mostly saturated or monounsaturated, meaning they are chemically stable and resistant to heat. The shift towards seed oils began not with a medical breakthrough, but with a massive industrial waste problem. In the late 1800s, cottonseed oil was an unwanted byproduct of the cotton industry. It was so toxic that it was classified as garbage and used primarily to make soap or to lubricate the heavy iron machinery of the era. However, a chemical process called hydrogenation was discovered. This process allowed chemists to take this liquid industrial waste and turn it into a solid fat that looked exactly like lard. A company called Procter & Gamble saw a massive profit opportunity. They branded this substance as Crisco. Through one of the most aggressive and successful marketing campaigns in human history, they convinced the American public that this lab-created, factory-processed fat was cleaner, more modern, and healthier than the fats humans had relied on since the dawn of time. By the 1950s, the trap was set. A scientist named Ancel Keys published his famous 7-country study, which claimed to prove that saturated fats caused heart disease. We now know that his data was cherry-picked and fundamentally flawed, but the damage was done. The American Heart Association, fueled by massive donations from the food industry, officially recommended that Americans stop eating butter and start eating vegetable oils. Since that moment, the consumption of these industrial seed oils, specifically soybean, corn, canola, cottonseed, sunflower, and safflower oils, has increased by over 1,000%. And what has happened to our health? During that same period, we have seen an explosion in obesity, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, and heart disease. The very oils we were told would save our hearts are the very things that are breaking them. The primary culprit in this biological disaster is a specific type of fat called linoleic acid. This is an omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acid. Now, while our bodies do need a very tiny amount of omega-6 for essential functions, the modern American diet provides an overwhelming, toxic dose. In the past, the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 in our diet was roughly 1:1. Today, for many Americans, that ratio is 20:1, or even as high as 50:1. This imbalance is not just a nutritional footnote. It is a molecular catastrophe that is rewriting our biology from the inside out. Why is linoleic acid so uniquely dangerous? The answer lies in its chemical structure. Polyunsaturated fats have multiple double bonds in their molecular chain. These double bonds are like weak links in a rusted chain. They are extremely sensitive to heat, light, and oxygen. When you heat these oils in a frying pan, or even when they sit on a warm supermarket shelf, they undergo a process called oxidation. They literally turn rancid. But the real horror happens inside your body. When you consume high amounts of linoleic acid, your body doesn't know what to do with the excess, so it stores it. It incorporates these unstable fats into the very structure of your cell membranes. This includes the membranes of your heart cells, your brain cells, and your skin cells. But the most critical victim is the powerhouse of your cell, the mitochondria. Your mitochondria are responsible for producing the energy that keeps you alive and youthful. They are protected by a delicate inner membrane made of a fat called cardiolipin. When your cardiolipin is made of stable fats from butter or coconut oil, it works perfectly. But when you flood your system with seed oils, your mitochondria are forced to build their security walls out of unstable linoleic acid. This is like building a house out of dynamite instead of brick. As soon as the mitochondria produce energy, they create a small amount of heat and oxygen. This triggers a chain reaction called lipid peroxidation. The linoleic acid in your mitochondrial membrane literally explodes at a molecular level, creating toxic byproducts called oxlams, oxidized linoleic acid metabolites. One of the most notorious of these metabolites is a compound called 4-HNE. In the world of biochemistry, 4-HNE is considered a molecular grenade. It travels through your body, damaging DNA, poisoning enzymes, and triggering a massive, systemic inflammatory response. This is the seed oil trap in its most lethal form. By damaging the mitochondria, these oils literally slow down your metabolism. They make your cells less efficient at burning fuel. This is why you feel tired all the time. This is why you can't lose weight even if you starve yourself. Your cellular engines are clogged with industrial waste that refuses to burn properly. And here is the most frightening statistic of all. The half-life of linoleic acid in human body fat is approximately 600 days. This means that if you eat a large order of French fries cooked in soybean oil today, half of that toxic fat will still be embedded in your body's tissues 2 years from now. This is a long-term accumulation that changes your biology over decades. It is a slow-motion poisoning of the American public. Let's talk about the symptoms of this slow poisoning that you might be experiencing right now. One of the first signs of seed oil toxicity is chronic, low-grade inflammation that manifests as joint pain. If you wake up with stiff fingers or aching knees, it isn't just getting older. It is likely the result of oxidized fats attacking your connective tissues. Then there is the brain. Your brain is 60% fat. When you replace the healthy fats in your brain with unstable seed oils, the blood-brain barrier begins to weaken. This allows toxins and inflammatory markers to leak into your nervous system. This is the root of the brain fog that so many people over 50 complain about. It is also a primary driver of neurodegenerative diseases. Emerging research has shown that the brains of Alzheimer's patients are filled with the oxidized byproducts of seed oils. We are quite literally frying our brains from the inside out with every processed snack and restaurant meal. Another startling effect is what scientists are calling the internal sunscreen phenomenon. Have you ever wondered why some people can spend hours in the sun and only develop a healthy tan, while others burn to a crisp in 20 minutes? Evidence suggests that a diet high in seed oils makes your skin cells hypersensitive to UV radiation. When the sun hits the unstable linoleic acid in your skin, it triggers immediate oxidation and inflammation. This is what causes a sunburn. Many people who eliminate seed oils from their diet for 6 months report that they suddenly stop burning in the sun. Their skin becomes more resilient because their cellular membranes are finally made of stable, protective fats. But the damage doesn't stop at the skin or the brain. Seed oils are also the primary driver of the insulin resistance epidemic. When your mitochondria are damaged by 4-HNE, they lose the ability to process glucose effectively. This forces your pancreas to pump out more and more insulin, leading to weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. The medical establishment tells you that sugar is the only enemy. And while sugar is certainly a problem, the combination of sugar and seed oils is the death duo of modern nutrition. When you eat a donut fried in soybean oil, you are hitting your body with a massive dose of glucose and a molecular grenade of oxidation at the same time. It is the perfect storm for metabolic collapse. So, why are these oils still being promoted as healthy? The answer is simple and tragic. Money. Soybean oil is incredibly cheap to produce. It is subsidized by the government. It is flavorless, meaning it can be added to any processed food to increase the calorie count and improve the texture without changing the taste. The food industry depends on these oils to maintain their profit margins. If they had to switch back to butter or tallow, their costs would skyrocket. They are not interested in your health. They are interested in their bottom line. So, how do you escape the seed oil trap? It is not enough to just stop buying the yellow bottles at the grocery store. These oils are stealth ingredients that have infiltrated almost every corner of the modern world. If you go to a restaurant tonight, whether it is a fast food joint or a 5-star steakhouse, they are almost certainly cooking your food in seed oils. Why? Because a gallon of soybean oil costs a fraction of a gallon of olive oil or a block of butter. Even if the menu says cooked in butter, it is often a butter blend that is 80% vegetable oil. This is why we recommend the 30-day seed oil detox. This is a period of total abstinence to give your body a chance to finally begin the long process of cellular repair. The first step is to identify the Sinister Six. You must memorize these names: soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, and safflower oil. If you see these on a label, the product is toxic. Period. Step 1. The Great Pantry Purge. Go to your kitchen right now. Look at your salad dressings, your mayonnaise, your crackers, your bread, and even your healthy granola bars. You will be shocked to find that soybean oil or canola oil is almost always in the top 3 ingredients. Toss them. Do not finish the bottle. Do not give it to a neighbor. Throw it in the trash where it belongs. Step 2. Replace them with the holy trinity of fats. For high heat cooking, use beef tallow or ghee. These are incredibly stable and contain vitamins that protect your heart. For medium heat or roasting, use avocado oil or grass-fed butter. For cold uses, like salads, use high-quality, extra virgin olive oil. Make sure the olive oil is in a dark glass bottle and has a harvest date, as many cheap olive oils are secretly diluted with soybean oil. Step 3. Become a professional pest at restaurants. When you order, ask the waiter, what oil does the chef use to sauté the vegetables? If they say vegetable oil or seed oil, ask if they can use butter instead. Most quality kitchens have butter on hand and will accommodate you if you tell them you have a severe inflammatory sensitivity. During the first 2 weeks of this detox, you might feel a shift in your energy. Some people experience a detox flu as their body begins to mobilize the stored linoleic acid from their fat cells. Stay hydrated and make sure you are getting enough salt. By week 3, the results usually become undeniable. The cloud in your brain begins to lift. You find that you can focus for hours without getting distracted. Your energy levels become a steady, calm stream throughout the day, without the typical afternoon crash that makes you reach for a candy bar. Many of our viewers report that their chronic joint pain, which they had suffered from for a decade, simply vanishes by the 21st day. This is the power of removing the primary source of oxidation from your biology. To accelerate your recovery during these 30 days, we recommend a specific mustard seed hack. Science shows that certain compounds found in mustard seeds and cruciferous vegetables can stimulate the production of an enzyme called ARF2. This enzyme is your body's master antioxidant regulator. It travels into your cells and turns on the genes responsible for cleaning up the oxidative damage caused by seed oils. Adding a teaspoon of ground mustard seed to your meals or increasing your intake of broccoli, arugula, and kale can significantly speed up the cellular trash removal process. We also want to discuss the importance of bioavailability. When you eat traditional fats, like butter from grass-fed cows, you aren't just avoiding toxins, you are gaining vital nutrients that are missing from the American diet. Grass-fed butter is a rich source of vitamin K2. This is the traffic cop for calcium. Without vitamin K2, calcium builds up in your arteries, causing heart disease. With vitamin K2, that calcium is directed into your bones and teeth where it belongs. Seed oils contain zero vitamin K2. By switching back to traditional fats, you are literally protecting your arteries from calcification. The path to health is not found in a laboratory or in a new and improved synthetic food product. It is found by looking backward at the wisdom of our ancestors who lived before the era of chronic disease. They didn't have fancy apps or fitness trackers, but they had robust hearts, clear minds, and powerful bodies because they ate real food and stable fats. We are living in a time where the standard advice has led to a standard result: a population that is tired, sick, and overweight. To achieve an extraordinary result, to have the vitality of a 30-year-old when you are 60 or 70, you must be willing to do what is non-standard. You must be willing to reject the industrial machine. Think back to John and David. The difference between them was not a matter of luck or good genes. It was a matter of molecular integrity. John's cells were built with the bricks of ancestral health. David's cells were built with the dynamite of industrial waste. You have the power to change your biological trajectory, starting with your very tee-up meal. You have the evidence. You have the science. And now, you have the plan. Take the 30-day challenge. Read every single label. Protect your mitochondria like your life depends on it, because it does. If you found this deep dive valuable, please share it with your family and friends. Most people in America have no idea that the heart-healthy oil in their pantry is the very thing holding them back from the life they deserve. Leave a comment below. Have you already started cutting out seed oils? Have you noticed the internal sunscreen effect, or a change in your brain fog? We read every single comment, and your stories are the fuel that drives this channel forward. Check the description for the full list of the Sinister Six and our science-based recommendations for healthy alternatives. This is healthy, according to science. We don't just follow the trends, we follow the truth. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay healthy. I will see you in the next deep dive.